I'm going to be channeling messages for this new moon. And I will start by setting intention with this candle, clearing space with sage, clearing the energy in my cards, my decks. Atención en que estos mensajes sean de claridad, esperanza y de motivación para cualquier alma que se encuentre en esta canalización. Okay. So I wanted to start shuffling today live since it's a new one. It's a new thing that I felt called to. Spirit guides wanted me to channel live. Okay. First card we got is communication, co-creation. Beautiful energy of reaching out to community, reaching out to support circles, and doing teamwork in some sort of teamwork. If you're starting any new projects, then this is the time probably to start and to take that step, because it is Aries energy, it is energy of that sets off the first steps to go through with anything, any teamwork, any moving in with people, moving in with roommates. What else is coming through? Yeah, Aries, fire energy of starting something new with the tripulation. Basically, yeah, the tripulation that you've chosen to. Next is the animal deck. What else do I need to know for this new moon? Whoa. Okay. Lamb energy. Earth element. I know this card is about meditation, of the advice of it. So that might be something coming through. Welcome in, guys. But let's take a look to this. Let's read some of it. This peaceful, prophetic patient. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit, listen, receive. When in balance, knowingness, inner peace. When out of balance, quiet, timid, concerned. to bring into balance meditation and listening. It really does make sense here with the communication co-creation card we got. Maybe it's time to listen to somebody in some sort of way that's going to give you something to learn about. And in this new moon specifically, got any geopolitical. I don't know what that means. I am doing channelings. What is she doing? I'm doing channelings, readings for the collective of this energy of the new moon today. We're the only. I can't really read that. Let me see. Hi, 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 Michael. Dewey 15U. Okay, we're gonna move on and get a card from the Nature's Whisper deck. So, spirit, ancestors, archangels, and divine guides. What do the collective need to know for this new moon? What do they need to know? Messages of clarity only, pure light, and guidance for motivation only. Please and thank you. Let's see. So we got heighten your vitality. Yep, heighten your vitality, knowing that there's always light available. There's always this fire available, right? That you can call on to refill yourself for vitality. Maybe the knowing too, the knowing, like the card of the lamp was saying, that there is always a resource that you can turn to fill yourself up with your own light, and know that there's always hope for you to like obtain this energy. There's no need to recur to lower vibration to fill yourself up with the energy, to fulfill that void that we sometimes feel, knowing that there's always this sunlight, warmth, energy that you can visualize. Even if you love meditating, the lamp card is about meditating. So that's gonna be about grounding and really knowing in your meditation. If you love visualizing, look, we've got some cool visuals here. So that's telling me that, yeah, a lot of you are about visualizing. You can visualize like golden light, yellow light, simply fire. You can do candle work, stare at your flame, tell it what you really wish to know, or ask it for protection, ask it for shielding of your aura, for example, and ask the frequency of light to take over and give you what you really need. Let's move into the next card. It's gonna be from Tarot. So let's do that. Hi, of course. Go ahead. Okay, seems like we got our card here. So let's read our next message for this new moon channelings. Okay, we got 7 of Pentacles. some work is gonna be paying off. Maybe a lot of you are not really recognizing how much work you've been doing. I feel like there's this energy of maybe thinking that you always need to do more, or that you always need to um, work harder, or this feeling that the grass is always greener in the other side. Um, but yeah, it makes sense because I feel like the card of the lamp also says that truth is a gift. So if you realize that the truth is you've been going through things that make you feel like a little bit tired or unmotivated, then and then you still got through it, that is the truth. To recognize that you worked hard, and that is a great gift, and to be sort of like satisfied with that for just the now, the here and now. That's what's coming through here too. Let's see, I want to get you a Lemuria card. Do I need one? 3 might be significant. It might be Z333. Let me see. Nonverbal communication, love language, telepathy, unique ways of communication, light language, multidimensional information, community coexistence, relationships, meeting our higher selves, really seeing someone, deeper listening. Yeah, and this is what I like to do. That's why I have this channel, because I need to really go in there and see if I'm channeling for the collective. Since I became a mother, I feel like my crown opened, and that is an example that spirit is bringing through. That when you really open the channel, you need to communicate, right? You need to interact with others, and there's a lot of ways to do it. I chose this way, so that I don't know if that answers your question there. But yeah, this is why the channelings happen in this channel and the readings and the messages. They're intuitive messages, but I do like to incorporate these oracles and tarot. Of course, I love tarot. Okay, and there's also an element here of really knowing that you can be patient, because we also got with the Seven of Pentacles. It is about patience, it is about patience. If you haven't completely received your rewards, knowing that it's already taken off. This Aries season and this new moon, I feel like it's about projects are already taken off, and it's gonna take some time for the ripple effect to happen. That's what's coming through. Okay. And literally that this could be literally about you just enjoying the fruits of your work, or a lot of you are like thinking that just fast progress equals value, and progress can be slow. That's what's coming through, that the patience is key right here. So let's get the nature whispers card now. Heightened vitality. Okay, so the card reads like this. Tap into the depths of your being and draw on your personal power. If you feel like your energy is low, infuse your mind with the warmth of sunlight and visualize this light bringing new energy into you. You have energetic reserves to draw on. Allow this energy to boost, to flow through you. Connect with others or do something you love to continue creating the change you need. Spend time with a friend, smile, laugh, and share human touch. This really touches home for me. Around this new moon, you might find that it's just easy to let go, to loosen up. And if you're not a person that's really like social out there, because we have communication co-creation, this is about probably like even going to events, even going to that dinner party that you were invited to and you don't really know anyone kind of thing. um, and even if you're so shy, like trying to smile, that will make it better, that will eventually make it better. Because here with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like there is a lot of progress that you might not be acknowledging for now. Maybe you need others to take note of that, or to tell you like, oh, that's cool what you're doing, or you telling someone as well, because we have the card of like listening right now. So maybe you also telling the people like, oh, I do appreciate what you're doing, right? This might be as easy as, messaging someone. Now we have social media and internet, and it's so much easier to do that. So I feel like that's something that's coming through. But I want to read more about co-creation with communication. It says, how are you communicating beyond words? Perhaps you are being misunderstood because there is a dissonance between your words, actions, and behavior, and what you mean to communicate. Words are like spells, so be conscious of what you say, as you may be verbally sabotaging your intended meaning. Also, be reminded that words can mean different things to different people. Something might be getting lost in translation. An issue may be cleared through improved communication. Listen carefully to what someone has to say without interruption. Furthermore, it might feel scary to share vulnerable truths, but this might be the only way forward. This card also encourages greater exploration in the realms of telepathy, healing, and the arts such as poetry, painting, and music, where there is collective communication beyond the mind. Okay, well, I think those are the big messages that were coming through for this new moon, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm getting you an affirmation just to close up for messages. Wow, you got 3 right away. Jumped up. I honor my wound by leaning into its pain and recognizing the role it's played in my becoming. Taking that in, just in case you wanna screenshot this. I honor my wound by leaning into its pain and recognizing the role it's played in my becoming. Okay, so the second one says, I know I no longer need to hide from myself, for I see and accept all that there is within. Yeah, just in case you want to screenshot this one. And your last affirmation, I allow myself to ask for what I need. And say that again. Allow myself to ask for what I need. Okay, so those are the messages for this new moon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you on the next video. Okay. So the time here is 10:46 p.m. Barely reading your comments, guys. But yeah, since this is my first time doing an actual live, might as well answer some of your messages. Wait, wait. Oh, I don't know if you can see these guys, but there's actually a cabbage here. I do partially farm here where I live, so we harvested this beautiful, crunchy, delicious cabbage that it's right behind me, giving me some earth vibes, some energy. Oh, thank you. That's cool. Thank you. All right. So I guess I'll see you on the next video. Hope you all have a good night from wherever you are in the world. If anyone would like to type where they are right now in the world, I'd love to know. Okay. Hope you have a great rest of your night or day or afternoon. See you later.